You're listening to the BNI Effect, the podcast for Brisbane entrepreneurs who believe in givers gain. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach who specialises in sales and leadership. But today I'm your host and fellow BNI member, bringing you an amazing interview. In this episode, I get to chat with a Brisbane BNI member to explore their biggest wins, biggest lessons, and how you can get the most out of your BNI membership. This is episode number 107, and today's guest is Jo Connolly from That Social Chick. Welcome, Jo.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for being here. Hey,
Thank you for
given
having
it's a
me.
BNI podcast, what's the best referral you've either given or received through BNI?
I think the best referral I've received was actually a referral to a current client of mine. And the reason why that was the best referral was because the referral didn't stop there. So she has actually referred me to about four other businesses that she works with, which has been amazing. And obviously, with the referrals, they're very warm referrals. That's the best referral I've received. It's great.
That's magnificent. That's the real
Mm,
power of BNI, isn't it?
it is. Yes, very much.
When did you first discover BNI, Jo?
Uh, I discovered BNI back in about 2023, but I didn't join at that point because I couldn't commit to the time with that when that chapter was. But then a chapter opened up really close to me, which was in my local kind of marketing area. So at that point, look, I have FOMO quite badly. So that was a really big part of joining. Um, because I didn't want somebody else in my space to jump in the seat because I knew I'd be really upset if that happened. And I also knew quite a few of the businesses in the room. And I was like, yes, I like you guys. I really do want to hang out with you on a weekly basis. And yeah, that FOMO really kicked in quite majorly. So yeah, that's what got me joining, I think, in the end. And I wasn't really too sure what to expect or how it would work for me. I was already feeling a bit at full capacity with my business. So, but I joined anyway to see what happened.
And so when was that, Jo? So you said that you first discovered BNI in 2023. When did
Yep.
you then discover the chapter you're referring to?
I'm pretty sure I joined in 2024, I
Okay,
think.
and give
Or
your
end,
chapter.
end of 2023, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, and give your chapter a plug. Which chapter are you? Where do you meet?
Oh, we are the best chapter in Australia. We are BNI Jim Boomba, called BNI Jim Boomba Thunder. We are fun, awesome, awesome group of local business owners.
Fantastic. All right, so you're meeting out at Jimboomba.
Yep.
FOMO kicked in, and you didn't know
Yes.
what to expect. So what was that first meeting like?
It was really good. I really enjoy the structure of BNI. That really suits me and my personality. I'm also quite competitive. So having the traffic light system really works for me. It's quite a driver for me. Um, yeah, I loved the fact that it wasn't like, and not putting down other types of networking, but it wasn't like a meeting where you go once a month and you have a great conversation, but then nothing comes out of it. You know, you make a bit of an acquaintance, but nothing deeper happens. Whereas with BNI, it's not at all like that. Like it's all about forming deep relationships and how we help each other. And I really, really like that.
You touched on traffic lights. Now, there'll be people who are watching us or listening to us who perhaps aren't familiar with what you're referring to. What are these traffic lights, Jo?
So those traffic lights are, I guess, essentially the BNI structure to make sure, yes, how can I explain it? Yes, we get points for doing certain things, but what we're doing is trying to help other businesses in the room to get business. So those traffic lights help keep us on track to make sure that we are doing that. So it's not about me and my business. It's actually about how I help other people with their business. And then essentially it comes back at some point. But it's really about making sure I'm doing the right things, like I'm doing referrals to other people in the room, both internal and external. I'm having my regular one on ones with other chapter members, which are extremely important to make sure you are getting great relationships. We all know how to talk about each other when we're out in public. Um, yeah, and obviously bringing visitors to meetings as well is another really important part of BNI because without without visitors coming into the room, we stagnate. We need to keep growing. The more people in the room, the better for everybody. And even if a visitor doesn't join, it's still great for people in the room because quite often visitors get referrals or we get referrals. It happens all the time. So yeah.
Fantastic. And the traffic lights being green is good, amber is okay, and red is not good. And
Not
so
good.
obviously the whole idea is for us to be in the green. Well explained, Joe. Thank you. So you joined through FOMO, sort of late 23, early 24.
Yeah.
How far into your BNI journey did you think to yourself, this is going to be valuable for me and my business?
Oh, I think within 3 months,
Right.
I was like, this was the best thing I did. I initially had a freak out because I had to scale my business really quickly.
Yeah.
And I had glass ceilinged myself, and I had decided, no, this was my business. This was the size it was going to be. So I reached out to actually quite a few other BNI members, because in my chapter, there's a lot of people that started as solopreneurs and had then, got to bigger businesses. So I had quite a few conversations with people as to how I did it. Should I do it? So yeah, I upscaled my business from being a sole trader, just myself. Now, I think 2 years, 2.5 years later on BNI, I'm a business, not a sole trader, a company, sorry, but a sole trader. And I have three part-time staff working with me as well. And I'm looking at what the next step is. So yeah, and that's BNI.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on the success that you've had to date, and I'm
Thank you.
delighted for you that BNI has been able to assist in that journey. So well done, Joe.
Thank you.
What is it that you consistently do in BNI that brings you results?
Lots. But I think oh, there's so much. But I think one-to-ones are really super important, because it's in a it's your chance to really get to know the other person's business and really understand how you can help them, and their opportunity to understand how they can help you. And I guess, in my head, I really view BNI like my marketing strategy. It's part of my marketing. So the better that my fellow BNIers know about me, the better they can sell me to people, and vice versa with them. The more I know about them, often you walk away from a BNI and, before the one-to-one, before you walk into the one-to-one, you're not, maybe not sure who you could refer them to, or you're not 100% sure of some things. And you will always walk out and think, oh, I didn't know you did that in your business. I know who I can refer you to now. Like, why didn't I think of that before? So I think one-to-ones are extremely important. And as well as getting to know each other better for referrals, it also strengthens your relationships.
Fantastic. So what
Yeah.
about on the flip side? What are some mistakes that you see other members make that
Mm.
perhaps holds them back, Joe?
I think sometimes people forget why they're there. I think they forget that it is structured networking. And I think sometimes it becomes more of a social catch up. And I think that's when the numbers start to drop and they stop seeing referrals. Um, and I also think you've got to be open to networking outside your room as well, because BNI is not just your room. There are so many opportunities to connect around Australia and internationally, but definitely around Australia, even locally with other BNI chapters. And I think that's really important to do that. Yeah, and I think some people get a bit tunneled into just their chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as you know, this is a Brisbane BNI podcast. Now, across Brisbane, there's 40 odd chapters. So, yes, nationally, yes, globally, but here
Mm-hmm.
in our beautiful city, there's 40 odd chapters from the south through to the north and out to the west. So, there's plenty of opportunities here. And I agree with you, Joe, that it's about,
Mm.
yes, your chapter is the sort of your home base, the foundation, but there's so much opportunity outside of that.
Oh, there is. I've met some amazing people, other business owners, just throughout the Brisbane region, and have had some amazing conversations, and it has led to some fabulous connections, and it's amazing. It's great. Yeah.
Good on you.
Mm.
Let's talk about you now. So your business,
Sure.
That Social Chick. So when did all
Mm-hmm.
that begin?
I started as a side hustle, probably I think about 8 years ago, maybe, while I was working in a digital marketing role. So I side hustled for a bit, and then I got made redundant from a position I was in during COVID. Well, not redundant, I got let go during COVID. And I was, what do I do? And a couple of friends said to me, well, you need to work your business. Like, it's time. You need to make this your full-time gig. You can do this. So I contracted for a year and a half whilst I built it up. And yeah, 18 months later, I was able to go full-time in it. We do organic social media. So we don't do paid ads. It's all organic. I work predominantly with Facebook and Instagram, are the two channels which my clients use. Yeah, and I guess, look, I'm very passionate about it. I love what I do. I love working with my clients. But for me, it's about helping my business owners show up online authentically, um, without them having to think about it, because a lot of people don't know what to post. It's too hard. They don't know what to say. They don't have the time, or they actually just really hate it. um, so for me, I take that off their plate. If that's something they don't enjoy doing, give it to me. I'll do it for you. I'll plan your content. I'll write your posts. I'll do your reels, create your graphics, manage your page, keep it consistent. And also, I guess for me, most importantly, is make sure it sounds like the business. So it's your personality that comes on the page.
And is there a particular industry or business type, Joe, that you specialize in working with?
Yeah, I really love working with service and trade types businesses. Yeah, that's my passion. Yeah.
And
And
what
I
about,
guess we can, yeah.
oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, no, no. I was just going to say, like when you work with tradies, getting them in front of the camera is quite fun, and, you can do some quite cool stuff. So, yeah.
And what about from a geography point of view? I mean, you're working with businesses all over the place?
Uh, I would say Brisbane wide now.
Yep. Yep.
I originally was very, very local. I don't like to go too far because I like to come and get the content. So,
Mm.
or work with someone with that. So, I do like to work local. I can work outside of local, but it's currently that's just where my market sits.
And so you come and do the videoing, do you? Is that a service that you
I I do, yeah. It's part of my package is come and do all the videos. I have a video editor as part of my team who puts all the reels and stuff together for me. Yeah.
and how do you find your clients go with speaking to the camera? Do they enjoy that?
Uh no. uh some of them like it, not many. It's a process. It's always a big one to get across. I know myself. I mean, I hate speaking to the camera myself. It is a process, but um, to be honest, the less polished and the more real you are, the better it is. The more well received you are. I don't want you to be polished. I just want you to be you, be your personality, because that's what people are watching you for on social media. They're not, paying for TV. Social is social. We don't want to be sold to. I say it's a barbecue online. So just talk to me. Yeah.
I like it, a barbecue online.
Yeah,
Joe,
barbecue online.
Joe, what makes that social chick different to other social media agencies?
Um, I think there's a couple of things. One is we're very passionate about making sure we bring a company's personality to the page so that we really, each page has its own unique kind of vibe to it. Um, no stock images. I'm hard and fast on that. We don't use stock. It's photos of you. It's photos of things happening in the business. It's the same with reels. Stock is a no-go for multiple reasons. So that is one thing my clients have to be comfortable in front of the camera with at least photos for me to take them on board, because that's a non-negotiable for me. Um, and I guess that comes back to another saying I have is that, well, I think I might have heard it in BNI. We do business with people that we know, we like, and we trust. So what better place to build that than social media? That's where we build those relationships with people. We get to know them, we get to like them, we get to trust them. So for me, when my clients receive a lead, it should be a warm lead. It should be, we actually like you. We think we're going to go with you. Tell us your price. Actually, we're okay with that because we like you enough. We think you're worth that. So that's, I guess, what we're trying to achieve.
And what's a common problem that your clients face, and how do you solve it, Joe?
I guess with a new client, it would be they'd come to me because they're not getting enough leads generally. They're not busy enough. They know the market's there. They just don't know how to get into the market. So they understand they have to, they just don't know how to. So for me, I guess I have an onboarding process. So obviously getting to know my clients and their business, understanding who they are, how they want to be purposed or shown in market. From there, we work out the content plan, educational, engaging, what's going to appeal to their clients. The other thing that I think is important is that looking at their data sources that they've currently got to see who their ideal audience actually is and if it's actually matching up currently with who they're speaking to, or if not, if we need to make some adjustments to that. So, yeah, I guess when a potential customer checks out one of my customers' socials, I want them to straight away understand how that business could help them. And I want them to feel like that business gets them. They're their kind of people. Yeah.
Who's an ideal referral for you right now?
A locally owned, I don't deal with corporates. So a locally owned business, service or tradie based, who hates doing their socials. They can't stand it. They don't know what they're doing. They see the value in it, and they see the value in outsourcing it as opposed to trying to find the time to do it themselves, doing it wrong. Yeah. But they also understand that they need to create a community with their socials. So we're not just going to go hard and fast selling. They need to be okay with, we're going to be social on this platform. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you sharing with us. Let's play a word association game now, Jo. I'm going to say
Yep.
a word. You're going to give me the immediate response. So the first word is networking.
Getting to know other businesses.
I like it. Referrals.
How can I help you to grow?
Success.
That moment when you feel like you've made it.
Coffee.
I'm not a fan.
Give-
That's my answer.
that's okay. That's okay. They're your answers. Give us game.
Is desire to help your business.
Sport.
Health.
Team.
Togetherness.
And BNI.
Community.
I like it. Thanks, Jo. If you could give one
Right.
piece of advice to someone who wants to grow their business through networking, specifically BNI networking,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be, Jo?
Integrate it into your business as a marketing tool. Don't see it as a meeting you have to go to every week. You need to bring it in. And instead of saying, how am I going to fit this meeting in? Or how do I fit this one-to-one in? You have to go, I need to do this for my business because this is going to help my business to grow. And I think if you can turn your thinking to that, I think that's the advice I would give. It's not just a meeting you're going to every week. There is structure, there is purpose, and you need to see it that way. Yeah.
What's one exciting thing that's happening in your business right now that you'd like the viewers or listeners to know about?
I guess more growth. Kind of investigating best ways of doing this. I'm looking at maybe bringing on a videographer into the team to go out and do filming to lift the quality of videos. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm probably at that ceiling again where I'm trying to push through. So yeah.
Good on you. Well, keep pushing, Jo. How can listeners learn more about you or your business or get in touch with you?
Either my website or my socials is probably the best way of doing it. DM me on Facebook or send me a contact form on my website.
And so the website is?
www.thatsocialchick.com.au.
Amazing. Thank you, Jo. Well, look, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. Many thanks to today's guest, Jo Connolly, for sharing her insights with us and showing us what's possible in BNI. If you're a BNI member, perhaps there's an idea or two that you can take that Jo shared with us and you can implement that. If you're a visitor to BNI, I hope you've seen how powerful this community really can be. Subscribe to hear or view more real stories from Brisbane BNI members. And until next time, give more, trust more, grow more.